Alright, this is the video for week 3 of the League of the Samurai. I know, week 4 is already done, but I'm a busy guy and I get to it when I get to it. Anyway, Team Northwestern takes on Team Pack Attack in our first matchup. Northwestern quarterback Matthew Stafford, he'd throw for 2 touchdowns, 385 yards, 21 fantasy points. There's the first to Joseph Faria. Here's the second to Calvin Johnson, also on Team Northwestern for a double feature. Megatron muscles his way into the end zone. The Eagles' Mike Vick would complete a pass to Jason Avant. Neither of those is on Northwestern, but Avant's catch is ruled a catch on the field. The Eagles line up, say, hey, let's just hand the ball to LeSean McCoy so they can't challenge. Oh, wait, LeSean McCoy takes it all the way for a 41-yard touchdown. Good thing they handed the ball to him, huh? And the Bears D, picking off Ben Roethlisberger in the second quarter for a touchdown. They would also strip Ben Roethlisberger in the backfield in the fourth quarter. They put up 20 points of their own. Moving on, Pack Attack, Drew Brees, 31 points, 3 passing touchdowns. That's the first to Robert Meacham. He would also run one in the fourth quarter from 7 yards out. We'll see his other 2 touchdowns later. DeMarco Murray, he'd run for 175 yards on the day. Here's his only touchdown, fighting across the goal line. Well, not quite across the goal line, as we'll see. Takes the hit, puts the tip of the ball on the pylon for the score. And Jordan Cameron, breakout star of the week. He would only catch for 66 yards, but 3 of them would be TDs. There's the first. Here's the second, lining up for a field goal. Oh, wait, there's a Brown out there, and there's no purple shirts anywhere around him. He walks in semi-easily for the score. Third touchdown would come in the fourth quarter. Game winner to the ground. 24 points for the Brown, and Team Pack Attack runs away 111 to 102. Moving on, we've got Team Grandpa TK taking on Team Tesla. Grandpa TK's defense and special teams unit, the Packers, would recover this fumble in the second corner and run it in for the score. They'd finish the day with 21 points. And TK quarterback Aaron Rodgers in the same game would find James Jones for this touchdown, although Rodgers would only put up 11 fantasy points this week. And Matt Forte, also known as the Helicopter, he finds the hole, he takes the hit, he makes 16 points for Grandpa TK. Alright, Team Tesla, Matt Ryan in the quarterback position, shovel pass to Jason Snelling, he finds his way to the end zone. Matt Ryan would also find rookie Levine Toilolo in the back of the end zone. Matt Ryan would put up 15 points for Tesla. And in the Redskins-Lions game, Joik Bell running it up the gut for Team Tesla. He'd have 132 total yards. Alfred Morris would run in this 29-yarder for the touchdown. He would have 73 yards himself. 13 points for him, 18 for Joik Bell. Team Tesla doesn't quite get the win, 77 to 94. Jericho Hill Hawks taking on Team Dothraki. This one was ugly, folks. The only highlights I have to show you for the Hawks, they played Reggie Bush, even though he spent the whole game on the sidelines in a hat. As far as Dothraki goes, I'm going to show you Tony Romo putting up 20 points on Team Dothraki's bench. He threw for 3 touchdowns. The first was to Des Bryant. This one's to Gavin Escobar. Third was 24-yarder to Dwayne Harris. Tony Romo, bonehead move of the week. Dothraki plays Kaepernick instead, and the Hawks get the win. Fourth matchup, Blackenade Silver versus Team Machiavelli. Blackenade Silver quarterback Cam Newton going off on the Giants. 28 points, 3 passing touchdowns. The first 2 to Brandon LaFell, showing some b-ball moves. Cam Newton decides, hey, I'm going to run one in on the goal line. 7 yards out. Through the linebackers into the end zone. And then finishes out his routing of the Giants by going deep to Ted Ginn Jr. Cam Newton would have 28 fantasy points, 223 passing yards, 45 rushing yards. Antonio Brown, wide receiver for the Steelers, catches a deep ball in the corner of the end zone from Ben Roethlisberger, then decides to go to the other corner of the end zone and catch another deep ball, this time a one-handed grab. And Jimmy Graham, the player that anyone who doesn't have him on his team wants him on his team, wishes they draft him. He goes up for 1 touchdown. Later on in the fourth, would catch a shot from Drew Brees, 25 points for him. Black and Nate Silver would finish the week with 107. Machiavelli superstar Peyton Manning doing his thing before the play starts. Oh wait, you go over here. No wait, go over there. Okay, let's do this hand signal. Okay, now everybody's set. Alright, let me look at the defense. Okay, now let's do some hand signals to change it some more. Okay, clap, 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 clap. And hey, when you go 32 for 37, 374 yards, 3 touchdowns. This one to Wes Welker, wide open, also on Team Machiavelli. You really can't complain, right? Here's the third touchdown Peyton threw, getting some help from Julius Thomas, goes the extra mile, gets the score. Adrian Peterson, 88 yards on the day, 1 touchdown, here it is. Had to work for that one. And the refs call it a touchdown. And the Bengals D, game-winning fumble, recovery, then fumbled, then recovered, then ran into the end zone for the game. The defense would put up 16 points, not quite enough. Black and Nate Silver gets the win. Team Morimoto versus Laketown Bowman in our final matchup. Morimoto running back Jamal Charles had an outstanding day, rushing for 92 yards, receiving 80 yards, 23 fantasy points. He doesn't quite get in the end zone on that play, so what do? They give it to him going the other way. Excuse me, I'll just run around you. Thank you. And he's in for the score. AJ Green would also score on this ball from Andy Dalton. He had 46 yards receiving, but the Bowman Run DMC throwing it to Marcel Reese in the end zone for the score. That's a passing touchdown for Darren McFadden. Although Run DMC is his name, fitting he would fake the pass this time and run it in. Similar to the DeMarco Murray touchdown, he runs, sprints for the sideline, and knocks that sucker over for the score. Bowman Ravens defense intercepting Matt Schaub, running it back for a touchdown, a sight Matt Schaub is all too familiar with. The Ravens defense and special teams unit would also run this punt return all the way back for the touchdown. Ravens D puts up 22 points. And that is enough. Laketown Bowman, a 4-point win, 90-86 over Morimoto. That's it for week 3 of the League of the Samurai.